Choose your friends wisely. Does the Bible have a lot to say about friendship? The Bible provides us with wisdom keys to help us choose and keep a good friend. Finding a good friend is not an easy task. It requires commitment and patience because a friendship has to be developed over time. Who would you consider a friend? A friend is someone that you can trust, one that cares about your overall well-being. Proverbs 13:20 tells us, "Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble." The friends you choose today will either add wisdom or misery to your life because we become more like who we are associated with. A true friend will take the time to know your strengths and weaknesses. In difficult times, you don't have to look far because they are by your side to help you through whatever you are going through. Good friends share in the joy of your success and help to lift up your spirits when you're feeling down. In my early years as a teen, I could remember my parents telling my siblings and I to choose our friends wisely. My mom would say with a strong accent, "Not everyone is your friend." As a young teenager, that seemed a little silly, because in my mind, I actually thought that everyone was my friend. Our friends are with us. We attend the same school and live in the same neighborhood. So why wouldn't they be called friends? I would question it. As the crowd around me began to grow larger, I became more aware. But I was still not convinced that everyone around me was not my true friend. It was a few years after completing high school that I began to realize that as I grew older and my focus began to shift, so did my friends. It's important to choose your friends wisely because they will influence you either in a positive or negative way. Your friendship can also be a determining factor for your destiny. Proverbs 27:9 says, "The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense." There's nothing sweeter than a great friend that you can share your heart with. It's so comforting to know that you can cry, you can laugh, and just be yourself in the company of good friends. Friends play an integral part in all of our lives. Real friends are always united in purpose and encourage each other in difficult times. Friendships can be compared to family relationships. Philippians 2:3-4 states, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking at your own interest, but each of you at the interests of the others." The scripture highlights that whatever we do, it should be done in humility and with good intentions. We live in such a self-centered world that this scripture can be a very difficult one for individuals to live out. Most people are prone to seeking their own interests over others. In every relationship, at some point, it will be tested. When a friendship is tested, there are two things that can happen. Either it will last and overcome that difficulty, or it will quickly dissolve. When you're in search of a new friendship, you should seek someone with good qualities. Some of the qualities of a good friend are someone that is honest, genuine, caring, and trustworthy, just to name a few. You can depend on that friend in times of trouble. Your friend is someone who is humble and cares about your overall well-being. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 15:33, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." Another statement my mom would utter is, "Don't keep bad company." Sometimes this statement is very hard to understand when you are young and immature. Perhaps the first thing that comes to mind is that your parents may not want you to have any friends. There are consequences when we choose friends that do not have integrity and are not of good character. It is easier to bring someone down than to pull someone up. When you have friends that are not doing what's right, then it becomes easier for you to follow in their footsteps, which can lead to your downfall. In a friendship, you will experience good times and some chaotic times. Learning how to work through those moments will determine the outcome of your friendship. Proverbs 18:24 tells us that a man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Not everyone is your friend. I believe that people come into our lives for many reasons. Friends may come and go, and some are there for a lifetime. It's important to know the role that each friend will play in your life. Personally, I have a few close friends, and each one of them play a different role in my life. Oftentimes, we fail to recognize the significance of our friendships. No matter how strong our friendships may be, they can eventually be outgrown. As time goes by, people evolve and their needs may change, leading them to withdraw from the relationships they have developed. True friendships must be protected and valued at all costs. When you find true friends, do what is in your power to keep them. From time to time, we must evaluate the significance of friends in our lives. Are they propelling us toward our destiny, or are they standing in the way? Proverbs 12:26 tells us that a righteous man is cautious in friendship, but the ways of the wicked lead them astray. So, do you consider everyone you interact with as a friend? We should carefully consider the people around us and the ones we choose to call friends. Wisdom is key to knowing how to choose a good friend, and also how we can be a good friend that brings value to others. Choose your friends wisely.